investment has been paid for by the New World Order.
Every day I die.
Back to the start, another try.
I got the time, so why shouldn't I? Every day I die.
Back to the start, another try.
I got the time, so why shouldn't I?
I've got too much time on my hands. Got too much time on my hands.
What up, y'all? It's the Jokerz Gallery right here on the Fago Lovers Network. Another episode of 5 Piece coming at you today. It's March, third month of the year. Might as well do the best three-man groups of all time. Before we get into that, go ahead and introduce the panel. Right here beside me, you got the host of Speaking Clout Podcast and UFCD, Mr. Mike Sears.
What's good? Your boy Mike Sears, Jokerz Gallery, been the boys, 5 Piece. You get it? You got the vibes?
Chilling right below us, you got the Larry King of the Underground representing Trife Life. Can't really see him for the hat. Mr. Luke the Goon.
Oh, there we go. Hell yeah.
Between the hat and lack of seeing the tattoo, people might not think it's you. Like, we got Joe Black on here without his mask.
Oh, shit. I might be. You don't know. Have you seen me and Joe Black? I mean, you probably have seen me and Joe Black in the same group.
He tried to rub his butt on you.
Back it up with the Goon right quick.
Yeah, I was going to say I could be, but you've already seen me and him together too many times. So
he also tried to choke you during the song.
I know, motherfucker.
There goes that theory. Like I said, we're going to talk about the top three-man groups in the Juggalo scene of all time. Before we get into that, I want to remind you some of the shit we got going on over on the channels. We, of course, did the Underground Music Awards January 1st. That thing really blew up. Got a lot of fucking good reviews. Got
controversial.
Yeah, got a lot of talk going in the underground. Got special appearances from Buckshot, Cody Manson, super famous Fun Time guys. Check that out. Had Twisted History on there with us. If you like the MTV Music Awards, you probably like this. Moving on, we done a couple of 5-piece shows. It's got some pretty good responses. We got the top 5 Riders, which was fun to do. Top 5 Lotus. So we got our super groups in. Got to do that on Juggalo Day, so that was dope for sure.
Yeah, the Lotus one. Something I wanted to talk about that I didn't talk about on that show is back in the day when Lotus, I think it was when the original Tales from Lotus pod came out. There was this whole thing online, and I don't know if you remember this, Brandon, but there was like people that would like send in to like realjuggalos.com and shit, and Fago Lovers I think may have done it too, where it was like people that would talk about their supernatural experiences while listening from Tales from the Lotus Pod.
Yeah,
and there were a lot of people that were giving like testimonies about like shit was flying all over the place and all kinds of crazy shit. It was just something I really remember from that era, like a lot.
That's funny you bring that up, because whenever I put the first Echo Side flyer up, I noticed on that it said, if you get this single, you go to a grave, put your hand on a tombstone and say Dark Lotus 13 times as you're listed to it. You will see the beyond. So yeah, they were definitely they were telling you to do that type of shit. I remember they said something about listening to it on headphones in the dark the first time was the way to do it. I think it was looking into a mirror and saying something shit. But yeah, I remember that. What you're talking about. People saying they had like, it seemed like ghosts and fucking shit was moving in the house and stuff like that. Yeah,
it was a big thing back then. It was a big thing back then for that one. Yeah.
I was high as a kite listening to the album. That's my supernatural experience back in 2001.
Smoking some of that OG Ghost.
I know.
Yeah, that Dark Lotus episode was fun. I was in the live chat when it was going on, man, and there's people marking out. I remember literally Mike picked Can You Keep a Secret, and we played it and come back, and he's like, hope people are marking out in the chat, because I love this fuck song. People was marking out in the chat because they'd forgotten that song. It's one of those that aren't on, it's not on Tales from the Lotus Pod, or one of the more famous songs. So when he picked that one, man, the whole fucking chat room lit up. That shit was dope.
So dope. I love that song.
Also got to do the Carnival of Carnage fucking top 5. You know us, we love that album. We think it got too lowly ranked in our fucking Joker card ranking, which if you ain't seen the Joker card ranking, we got that on Fago Lovers as well.
Yeah, the thing about Carnival of Carnage that I always think is interesting and that I always like about that record is it was obviously before they really had a vision of like what the carnival was going to be at all, if they were going to do it at all. Because there's like so many songs on that, like especially like Night of the Axe. You listen to Night of the Axe and they're like talking about killing innocent people and like not just like he says innocent folks is what I want. So I'm heading to the restaurant.
Into the restaurant.
Yeah. So there's like and just killing everybody, and it's like probably their most gangster record that they did. And I guess that's just what I like about it a lot, is it was like way before they started doing a whole bunch of carny shit, and it was just like gangster as fuck. That's what I really liked about that one.
I love it. That Detroit scrub shit. Straight up.
Yeah.
You see them in like award shows from that era. They're not even wearing clown paint a lot of the time. So yeah, that they haven't fully developed the whole clown thing until after Carnival Carnage came out, in my opinion. So yeah, I agree with that one for sure. Also, got just last week, Fearless Fred Fury. We had that top 5 as we celebrated its 3rd birthday. A lot of people couldn't believe that it's already 3 years old. Time flies, man.
Yeah.
Already 3 years old. It was fun going back and looking at that one. Want to remind everybody that you can check out Mike. He got a weekly podcast called Speak a Cloud over there on his channel every Saturday. Go ahead and let anybody know some of the past episodes or upcoming episodes you got.
Speak a Cloud podcast, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. By the time this is out, you should see the top 10 Too Short songs straight from Oakland, California. Too Short had influence on the clowns. Jay said that plenty of times. Big Too Short fan. I'm not crazy about sex songs, but when Too Short does them, they're great. I don't know. He just knows how to do them. And he got that gangster shit twist, too.
Yeah, they talk about influence them. They covered his fucking song, an hour-long fucking track.
Yeah, pretty sad.
Yep. Also, we did the review of the Wicked Vic over there. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah.
Shout out Eric Johnson, Resin 47. The other guy, Legends. Yeah, shout out to him too. That was a great episode. And backstage was lit. You had to be there. You had to be there.
What about you, Luke? What you got going on with the Luke the Goon channel? You're doing some movie reviews.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot more like horror movie review stuff. Me and Mike did a retro review for the 1980 William Lustig Maniac. Crazy ass fucking movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I definitely recommend you watch that review. And then I just recently did a review of the new Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the homie Dean Von Odd. That's definitely a dope one. More reviews are definitely on the way. But March 1st, TNT comes back, and they're going to talk about Camp Zool 2. So you can guarantee that I'll have a Camp Zool 2 video as soon as that shit drops too. So, right around when this comes out, there'll probably be a Camp Zool 2 video up on my channel.
Oh, yeah. It's about 3 months out, so time to start getting some info on that shit for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of 3, not 3 months out, but 3-man groups. That's what we're going to talk about today. Go ahead and start it off with probably the one that I heard the most about and most legend about whenever I was coming up in the Juggalo scene. It's going to be House of Crazies.
And then she's reaching for the telephone to call the police. Strangle with the cord, now deceased in the process of a suffocation. Finger fucked up a demonstration, let her know I know her many faces. Now she's dead in the closet, hanging out with all the winter clothes. In the struggle, suffered the bloody nose, but I'm straight though. As I move to the bathroom to wash my hands, it's all part of the plan. Don't think you understand, see? You never heard of red bomb in reverse, bodies in a hearse. Now your life's gone, cause we wanted you to die. Turn it just to pass the by, don't ask why. Contemplation of murder, it's like two-ton monsters ready to exist with the flick of my wrist. Tail sails dangling in my head, a lava dead, widespread across the couch, feeling is being read. I know what they are, they're gonna have to kill us. We're gonna kill them first. Let's do this. Pop up, gather my pistols, pick up some rope, sip on my coat, my mind soaked with thoughts so close, and daggers being lunged at me, plunged at me, white sheets are flung at me. I got to run, check my gun for the last time, because I might not be back. I scream forward attack, ain't no turning back. My target is on sight, no eating rice tonight, no cuffs, no bluff. This ain't your being stuff. My luck is like zero, nothing but skill gon' take him out. Excavate hearts to the floor, nothing but screams and shouts. What's this about? You missed the KKK. Blacks on my side, whites on my side. Now it's time to play hangman. Grab my rope, it's loose. My black boots fill the loop. My guns blazing to my legs, gon' poison you. Shot, shot, boom, rat-a-tat. 8 heads, they fall, trying to kill them all. My stomach's kinda cramping, y'all. Got hit by shrapnel, moving my black ass quick. Boom, hit shots, hitting them out. Damn, I'm blacking out. Too late, I hear him coming, running what's left. Last dance with the angels, God, I'm standing for you, blessed. You never heard of red bomb in reverse, bodies bodies in the hearse. Now your life's gone cause we wanted you to die. Time to kiss your ass goodbye, don't ask why. Murder, 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 murder. You never heard of red rum in reverse. Bodies in the hearse. Now your life's gone cause we wanted you to die. Time to kiss your ass goodbye, don't ask why.
R.o.c, Hectic and Bones. I think they got to be on the list. We talk about it every time we bring up R.o.c. They need to remaster the fucking CDs and put them out.
Yes.
Not cassettes, not records. Put out the fucking CDs. Or, as we just discovered when we were trying to listen to some R.o.c. to put this list together, put that shit out on streaming. Even if you don't repop them on CD, put that shit out on streaming, man. Yeah. This is a legendary group, like I talked about, around 98. Whenever Twisted first started popping, everybody's talking about, you know where these fucking original songs came from and why they're calling each other Bones and Hectic? They're in another group called House of Crazies. And that was just like lure. There was no fucking internet around. You just kind of had to figure out what you could from what other ninjas knew in fucking Detroit that could tell you. So it was a legendary group, and it's really good music, but the sound quality is so bad I don't find myself going back and listening to it a lot. I think they would be a lot higher on my list than 5 if we had those fucking remasters, but I got to get them on my top 5, so I'll put House of Crazy at the 5 spot for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we go. This is where I call somebody out. Jamie Madrox, Monoxide Child, I know you're watching this video.
George,
I know you're watching this video. Remaster that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's good. I got the Fright Fest versions of them ripped from my nigga PJ, and it sounds good. I'll send them to you if you need them. They sound really good. And they got them in the M&E store too for download. I don't know if they remastered them that way. But I got them all on my Apple Music. I fucking love R.o.c. So yeah.
Yeah, get it out to the masses, man. Like, you gotta have them on that Spotify. That group is too fucking good, man. You can't have like shitty quality. The other thing I was speculating is maybe they can't clear a lot of those samples. That's why
samples and all that shit.
That's why they're not on there. Yeah. But if you can get it on there, man, please do, because that shit needs to be fucking heard by the new generation that don't know nothing about it.
It does. So, number 5 for me, gonna go to motherfucking Flint, Michigan. Project Born.
Project Born, light, and I'm back like rhyming rock. I came to get real with this shit. Let's blow the roof about this motherfucker. And who the fuck ever said that my crew would last? Back in your ass with a fit for hen and over grass. Dog got these project niggas loading up, and now it's time to pay the piper. So come running with your token up. 50 series tires dating while you spin like long jeans. Pint done got heavy, bought a Chevy rolling gold D's. And now I'm creeping, but never with my clothes down. If I ain't packing Tony Stack, don't lay them hoes down. I'm talking heated, he really didn't need it, but I was weeded, stock was froze, so you know how the story goes. Nothing more and nothing less. I jumped into this shit in 88, they got that Project Boys across my chest. So when you see me coming up, won't be back once or twice. R.o.c, nigga, go live. Project B.O.R.N.D, 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 nigga, go live. R.o.c, B.O.R.N, nigga, go live. Up in me, through all my things you see, I'm Project Born for life. So you know ain't no nigga touching me, clutching me, glock, pop, pop. No bitches on, I'm sluggish and thuggish, ruggish, just like them niggas. Bone, so run up and give me a reason to let you have it. Don't reach out and grab it, I have you jumping like a rabbit. If I have it, throw them bolo. But you niggas don't throw no hobo. All we do is drink them for old, they call Kokomo for that fo-ho. Cause the only thing we learn is hustling and striving day by day. Whether it's rock up on the block, I'll whooping your ass in Coach K. You say you paid your dues, the other is on the news. The county blue for fools that do stupid shit and think it's cool. It's a rule if you wanna be the man, you gotta see the man kicking it like a G. Come through the next, be rolling the things, talking that shit, I'm rolling your D. Ease your ass up on my block or I'm gon' pimp you like a bitch. Project nigga, don't play that hobo, nigga, chicken and split your shit. Better come equip that project shit is real, nigga, you gonna need it. Like my nigga Marlo, in the 4 motherfuckers out they heat it. Mr. Nitty, kicking that shit for the 9-5 into the 2G, nigga. I'm a P.R.O.J.E.C.T.B.O.R.N for L.I.F.P, nigga. Project B.O.R.N, nigga, go live. Project B.O.R.N, nigga, go live. Project B.O.R.N, nigga, go live.
Motherfucking Nitty, Pope Pint, R.P. Pint. Born Dead 1, Crap or Natural. Just like that grimy street shit, blow your fucking wig off shit. You like Project Born. Born Dead 2, Born Dead 3, you know. Yeah, Rent is Due, I think is the name of that album. Yeah, I'm a big Project Born fan, especially Crap or Natural, Born Dead 1. That's that best shit. You like Dayton Family, you like fucking PJB.
Yep. First ever band signed to Psychopathic.
Yeah.
Before Twisted,
Yeah.
before Misery, you had fucking Project Born. And the thing I always think about with Project Born is Jay talked about in that book. He said when they signed them, Born Dead was a totally different album that was way better than the actual Born Dead that came out.
Shit.
And they lost it. Imagine if they ever find that shit now. I don't know how you'd ever find it because it's not like there was fucking hard drives and computers back then when they were recording that shit. But Violent J says in that book that the original fucking album that got them signed was better than Born Dead. And Born Dead's fucking dope.
I love Born Dead. Hell yeah. They need to remaster that too. You know what I'm saying?
And I think Luke said that's not on streaming either.
It's not.
Nope. Born Dead 2 is, but not the first one.
Yeah, get that up on streaming, man. Some of this classic shit like we're talking about, man. The new generation needs to hear this shit.
Hell yeah. Crap or Natural's on streaming. That's a fucking bust. Like Luke said, you like that ignorant shit. That real ignorant punch your fucking mouth and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Grimy shit. Yeah.
And might have been the highlight of the gathering this year when they fucking finally did Graveyard live with ICP.
Oh, that shit is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. RP Half Pint all day, bro.
No, they got a book out, straight out the Jex or something like that. So if you're interested in Project Born, check that out. I'm sure you can Google Project Born book and find it. I've heard it's really good, really well written. It's not like Tom Dubb's book where you can't understand what the fuck he's saying.
Shit. All right, my number 5. It's really only number 5 because it didn't exist for very long. It's ICP with John Kick Jazz. Said they only really did a couple songs together, a few songs together, but the shit they did together was dope as fuck. So like, I figure I got to get them on this list. I mean, they're pictured right over here. So yeah, classic shit, Carnival Carnage type shit, Dog Beats type shit.
I mean, it may blacken your eyes.
Yeah.
One of the reasons that fucking song exists is fucking John Kick Jazz. So yeah, I think the work that they put in, just being on that legendary album as a 3-man group is enough to get you in the top 5, in my opinion. So much so that I put them at the 4 spot. And since you went with Kick Jazz, I'll go with Greasy.
I was getting good in my bed. Woke up to find my brain fell out my head. Stuffed it back in with a screwdriver.
my hands on a tight rope, but then I always fall and bust my ass. But it don't matter,
Really don't matter.
don't matter, cause I'm in the hair.
In the high, falling, chasing the motherfucking high. I'm in the high, using the high. We in the motherfucking wide high.
Wicked town, Southwest down. Wicked Jokerz Gallery, Southwest thrill. Get off me, dog, I'm shit-faced. I mean, I ain't got shit on my face, but you know, people in the suburbs hate me. Why? Southwest Carnival crazy. My mind ain't nothing but a lemon. I mean, it's fucking yellow as shit. I don't know, man, fuck off. You can't fade me, but cause I'm in the high.
In the high. You don't suck it to the motherfucking high. I'm in the high, using the high. We's in the motherfucking wide high.
Wicked Southwest down. Wicked Jokerz Gallery, Southwest thrill. I'm greasy and I can moonwalk, but I don't, cause that shit's so fucking played out. Instead I just grab this wang and tell ya that I'm in the hell. Bitch, parachute pants and moon boots, chillin' on the corner butt naked hurting Fruit Loops. Fuck a hillbilly goat, sitting in the tub I let my nuts float, cause I'm in the hell.
In the high, crazy in the motherfucking high. I'm in the high, using the high. We's in the motherfucking wide high.
Because fucking Beverly Kills is in my top 5 ICP albums. Like, it ranks above a lot of Joker cards to me. Just, it's my favorite sound of them. And when he got on, man, fucking Greasy shined. I know Shaggy said him and Jay wrote his lyrics, man, but I love that fucking some of the fucking shit that Greasy was saying. Parachute pants and moon boots.
Yeah.
Chilling on the corner butt naked hurting Fruit Loops. Like, motherfucking talk about ignorant shit. That was some ignorant shit right there, man. So yeah, I'll put ICP with Greasy at my 4th spot.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay in the ignorant bag. We're gonna stay in Flint Town, the Dayton family, bro.
I'm waking up in the morning with problems on my mind. Motherfucker, education and drug rehabilitation. I'm smoking on that weed and the green is getting tasty. Dead feds in my closet cause they tried to chase me. November the 29th, I bust open my mother's car. Pussy hoe was addicted, she tricked it, now I'm addicted to crack rock. So motherfuck you bitches and you snitches trying to do me in. Police in disguises and he tries to buy Peruvian. Knocking at my fucking door, ducking and dodging on that floor. That Newton got you, know he got me reaching for my 44. Peeping up out my window pane, I smell cops. Hunkies on the block, dropped to my knee and took a shot. I seen him drop one time. This ain't the place for that. Since he's a fed, I took off his face for that. Oh shit that he tried to pull and he know he couldn't get away with this. Bitch, I'm a time bomb, so don't you play with this. Fuck being indicted, so don't you try it, that's the fucking story. Cops go to the cemetery, no snitches in my laboratory. I'm finna stir and rock it up, so where's my silver spoon? I put my yay out on the block and all you hear is boom. This is my set, so you can jet or get that sweater wet. A fed is bloody, he's been wounded by a fucking tech. Rat tat 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 tat, I'ma take him up out his misery. For right my nuts and trying to stick me with delivery. Loose lips sink ships, so this is do or die. This is a letter from Shoestring to the FBI. Backstabber's gone, so I guess you dirty cops are clean. You took a father from his family, motherfuck they dreams, is what you said. So motherfuck the bitch that's fed. I want you dead, I'ma pump your ass full of lead.
FBI, you know, fuck being indicted. That's a 1996 great album. What's on Your Mind, the album before that, classic. You know, Backstabber, Shoestring. What's the nigga name? I forgot his name. But yeah, Dave Family, fantastic, bro. Love that group.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing psychopathic. Charges of indictment or some shit like that. That was a good album, but it didn't get promoted, bro. You know.
Thing I think about with Dayton Family is the era of the gatherings I was going to at Cave and Rock. Man, them motherfuckers was representing hard and down with juggalos, and they didn't need to be. That's when I really respect somebody, when they're down with juggalos and they don't need to be. Them motherfuckers was already established hip hop act, and they're fucking rolling out and staying all 4 days at Cave and Rock, just partying with us. So I mean, that wins them fucking huge points aside from being really dope fucking musicians.
Being a weedhead is bad, man. I can't do Dayton like that. I can do Dayton like that, man. Bootleg, shoestring, and backstabber. Just thought of it. That's the 3 dudes. Yeah.
Mike warned us he was on that indica tonight, so.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, the bootleg, backstabber, shoestring. You're my favorite 3-man group.
All right, my number 4, right? Number four was already mentioned, Project Born. Yeah, so fucking dope. Graveyard is one of my all-time favorite like ICP songs, so like they're already on it. And then Fuck With Me is I love that fucking song. Yeah, Born Dead, they're just fucking dope, man. Like we were saying, like Mike already talked about it a lot. First band signed Psychopathic Records,
and still putting it down. They were at this past gathering. We already talked about it. So, yeah, definitely see them getting a spot on the list. Move it up to my 3 spot. Another group that was only around for basically 1 album, but it was so good, I got to put them on this list. It would be Cottonmouth Kings when it was Saint Dog, D-Loc, and Daddy X from Royal Highness.
He once told me last cars ain't worth the road. When our wheels keep spinning, I guess we broke the mold. I don't know.
The life I lead is the life of a dog. I may have fleas, but I run a yard. I see those clones looking down on me, but unlike those clones, this dog is free.
Oh Lord, it's a dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life. I'm feeling kinda irie. It's bubbling inside me. Straight up, it's a dog's life. Wait, stop that track. Let's rewind, retract, post slack, and roll back to the days when I hung with G-Mac. You got the face facts, so relapse. What about G-Mac? Met his homie E-Lo, met his cousin D-Lo. Moved into his house and we didn't want to be broke. So low, slung, smoke, I wrote rhymes. Decided way back that we had good times. And we drank brews and we shot booze. Both got ladies and broke the brews. But I snooze my squeeze, clean my slate. And like a dog should, yo, I pissed on this plate.
I'm loving Southern Cali, drinking brews in the alleys, holding down the stages from Diego to the valley, busting up my cow and getting lifted off the Maui. As I fly, going big at Snow Valley.
Oh Lord, it's a dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life.
I'm feeling kinda irie. It's bubbling inside me.
The life I lead is the life of a dog. I may have fleas, but I run a yard. I ain't no slave to a suit and a tie. No rat race clone, I'll never be that guy. I ain't got up in some selfish career. I'm living in love, Lord, and not in fear. I see those clones looking down on me, but unlike those clones, I'm on his
Save them home for the clones. My mental's homegrown. I'd rather be myself than live my life like a drone. If you got a job, here's what I say. You'll be off to work and I'll be on my way. Skater, pop, I go dirt bike riding. You'll be punching clocks and I'll be grinding and sliding. 50-50 grinds, kick hands and act next. It really don't matter cause I roam with the dog pack.
Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life.
Man, I didn't even think about that one. Shit.
One of my favorite albums of all time, man. It's probably, like I said, bought it more than any other album. Love that fucking album. It's a party album. Whenever I first, speaking of hitting the, being on the indica, whenever I first started smoking weed, man, this was the soundtrack to it. So it's even like closer to my heart because of that. I've said that I've lost it 4 different times because I started smoking weed and bringing it with me to fucking homies' houses and lose it and shit. I think fucking Saint Dog's probably in my top 10 rappers in the underground of all time. So I gotta get Cottonmouth Kings represented. I'll put them at the 3 spot because fucking Royal Highness is masterpiece. So glad Mike finally listened to it.
Oh, damn, bro. I didn't even fucking think about that one. But yeah, I mean, if you want to see Mike listen to Royal Highness for the very first time, it's on my channel as well. Yeah, that shit was dope. And Mike scared me in the beginning because we listened to the first song, Bong Token Alcoholics, which is one of my favorites, actually. And he's like, oh, it sounds about a bunch of white boys rapping about smoking shit. I'm like, no. But luckily he came around to it. Yeah, Royal Highness is one of my favorite fucking records. And I talked about this probably before. Like, KMK is one of the very few groups outside of ICP that I listened to back then. It was like ICP, KMK, and like Twisted. And like, that was fucking it. Royal Highness is such a fucking good album.
And speaking of that, that's what made me think of them, is that Pumpkin Carver CD. There's 3 of them on it that rap. So I was like, man, they actually fit in, because I didn't have them on my list originally either. And I was just going back through thinking of my favorite groups, making sure I couldn't fit them in anywhere. And I was like, oh shit, I can fit them in on here. So I got to get them on my list. I'll put them at the 3 spot.
Hell yeah.
Good for me. We're going to Detroit. Already mentioned House of Crazies.
Well, that's my 3 too.
H.O.K. Hectic. Mr. Bones. R.o.c. Raps on Contact. Oh, it's only H.O.K. album I have physically. Shout out to fellow Bender Boy brethren, Necessary Evil. But yeah, that's my favorite album too. I would say that and the Season of the Pumpkin. Yeah,
Season of the Pumpkin's dope.
I
bought this at the Psychopathic warehouse sale, like in 2019, I think it was. It was like $1, $3, or some shit like that. It was dope as fuck. But yeah, this shit's dope as fuck. And they really did my favorite song of Twisted of all time, Murder, Murder, Murder with R.o.c.
Good point.
Originally had R.o.c. on. That's like my favorite Twisted song of all time. So obviously defaults to my favorite H.O.K. song of all time as well.
Pig Skinner. Shit's hard, bro.
Yeah. They have an interesting history too, because like they were such a small group, but they had like a manager at the time, and like he owns the rights to the name House of Crazies or some shit like that, which is why they don't put anything out that says House of Crazies. It's all H.O.K.
H.O.K.
Yeah, which is why those like re-releases they did on cassette just say H.O.K. They never put House of Crazies.
And those covers are fucking atrocious too.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's a weird history to me where like. Cause they were so small. They were like kids back then, and they had a manager that bought the rights to their name. It's so fucking weird to me, but
it's some of the greatest music ever made. That's how much I like H.O.K. I'm serious. It's just fire to me.
And just to go along with what Luke was saying, talk about a weird history. Eminem opened up for them dudes. There's video proof of that shit. The biggest fucking rapper in the world just fucking schooled the fuck Super Bowl halftime. Opened for H.O.K.
It's all the big setup, white blue collar hicks, to make $1 off of back music with a subliminal all the tricks. Yeah, what? For those who can tell, it's so big. Tell them up, I'm low down in Jersey, look out of stage, low down road, I'm low down in the city. And you hear a man that sounds like he's snapper, but that's what I'm fucking, he get his damn raps from. I'm low down in Jersey, look out of stage, low down road, I'm low down in the city. And then you hear a man that sounds like he's snapper, but that's what I'm fucking, he get his damn raps from.
I would be very interested in hearing a new H.O.K. if you got the R.O.C. of like the 90s on there for sure. And then also we were talking about Camp Zool earlier. I'd love to see fucking H.O.K. at Camp Zool. I think like if you were wanting to make a big headline, like, you know, one night Super Famous is headlines, 3 nights, one night Super Famous headlines, one night H.O.K. headlines, other night fucking Zool headlines, like that would get people there if you could somehow get H.O.K. there for sure.
That'd be crazy. Yeah,
the fucking pumpkin mask on when they're performing too.
Yeah, you got to. That would be dope, and that would be one way to get people hyped for a new album if they could get that shit going. Then you put out the new album, re-release all the fucking old ones, remastered. There you go, M&E. We just gave you fucking money ideal. Fucking make it happen.
printing money for you guys. Shit.
So that was both y'all's 3s. Move it up to my 2 spot. Gonna be one that I think we'll hear from moving up shortly on the list from Mr. Sears could be Nodus.
My brother.
That's my number 2 as well.
Pop, pop, piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop.
Can you hear my battle cry? Can you look me in the eye? Did you feel the heat when I let these caps crackle in the sky? Don't get caught in the blood shower, don't die as no coward. The night is mine, cause I was born in the midnight hour. Never shoulda let my hate for this world develop. See, now I give less than a fuck. It's time to raise the hell up. Gun blast, piggity pop, pop, pop. Crash the deck, it's the season of the head hunter. Chop, chop, head check. Hypochondriac, insomniac, I'm reaching in my nutsack. Nigga, fuck that, bust at me, I bust back. Once I come out this coma, come about this meditation, I'ma start chasing niggas down with retaliation. Into the ATA, yes, back up in this bitch hell. Guess what you hearing ain't no fucking test. Just say farewell to the flesh, I just body count them down to the 2-1. Cause murder's fun, don't run, my shotgun said freeze them till he's numb.
Pop, pop, piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop.
Pop, pop, piggity pop, pop. I don't give a fuck if you a motherfucking cop. What's up now, nigga? Finger on the trigger. Boom, boom, grave digger, body bag zipper. You ain't shit, bitch, you gon' die. Made my mama cry, you murdered my brother, why? Seen ya in the squad car, pop that bitch up. Bullets went through your chest, now doctors can't stitch you up. I'm coming to the hospital, critical condition. I know you want life support, so now I'm on a mission. Grab the ski mask and the fofo mag. Nigga, I won't rest until you pissing in the bag. You killed my brother and now I'm gonna kill you. He won't rest in peace until these slugs fill you. Room 212, I'm sending your ass to hell. Pop him in the head and watch his body turn pale.
Pop, pop, piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop.
Pop the pill, cock the steel. I got the skills to kill. I'm for Detroit like Grant Hill. You all alone, nigga. Tonight is on, nigga. I got the chrome and I'm busting for your dome, nigga. Pop, 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 nigga, pop. So you drop, nigga, drop. Got that blood clot hole in your head, chatty ass nigga. I'll be glad when you dead. Once I get to squeezing and my reasons a revolver, my problem solver. So tell your mama sayonara. Why die dang? Why die dang? Hey, listen to my Glock go pop, pop. And I like that, the way your blood be spilling up, pushing up on the cocky so fast. Never let me see you slipping, cause I'm down to blasting your ass. And I got that Glock cock with my finger on the trigger right now. And I know my homie would've did the same for me, so now I must
pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop. Piggity pop, 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 pop.
They got to be on there. Without them, I don't know if any other of these fucking bands on this fucking group on this list exists. Like, especially if you put in Esham. Like, I mean, you got to show respect to the fucking kings of the shit, man. So they got to be in my top 5. I thought about putting them at 1 just because, like I said, I don't know if this whole scene would be fucking what it is. I don't know if we'd be on here doing this fucking show if it wasn't for Nodus and Esham. Yeah. So I think they deserve a spot. I'll put them at the 2 spot.
Motherfucking long distance daps to you niggas.
I like Nodus better than I like Esham just solo.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, my boy Zero said that too. I believe he said that.
Yeah. I like Close Casket way too much to put it above anything Nodus, but like Pop. Oh, bro, I think Pop is probably my favorite Nodus song. I fucking love that song.
Shit is hard. R.I.P. to my homegirl, Samantha Coleman. She loved that song, bro.
Yeah, that's a song that like makes you want to fight somebody. It gets you like fucking riled up, like pop, like let's go, bro.
Pop. And the nigga Esham got like that Bone Thugs flow at the end. Oh man,
so good.
Dude,
You can
God
see
is a masterpiece. Dead Brandon, my bad.
you can see how much Violent J and the rest of all the Juggalo crews was influenced by them too. Their rap schemes, their styles, the way they were rapping, especially early. I mean, once you hit like 97, 98, 99, they're starting to figure out their own shit. But back in the day, man, Esham or ICP, especially Violent J, sounds like a Esham cover band at times.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got to be on there just from what they did, the respect that they've earned.
Fuck yeah. All right. My number 2. We going to Ohio, man. Fuck you, Mr. Allah Zulu.
I'll be down till the end of time, cause we underground for life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead, bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep. I'll be down till the end of time, cause we underground for life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead, bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep.
For the hour of my death, they wish me Godspeed. But motherfuckers bow their heads when the God speak. When I pass, drop my casket in the dark deep. But maybe in Nevada, that's the top by concrete. I should write about pain, said my psychiatrist. Clicked in my pen, stabbed his face and started writing this. Thanked him for his time, said goodbye. Watched him burn alive out of my mind. That last line got me certified. Wrote this verse and Billy didn't give me props. Shot myself, turned the church into a Divic box. Been saving up for hell, counted every sin. Used to have kids, but forgot where I buried them. Black tongue, heretic, sex circle. I'm not Prince, but my blood drips purple. And now you know one curse to lurk below. All this shit I spit, nonsense, the hurtful soul.
I'll be down till the end of time, cause we underground for life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead, bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep. I'll be down till the end of time, cause we underground for life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead, bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep.
Down till the end of time, do or die. So we'll keep this shit underground like sewer pipes. And you were right if you thought that it would never change. Have my brain hanging out the forever face, huh? Okay, frame, not a soul in sight. In the flash, you get shot, kick rocks, I can picture it. You get killed for your stimulus, cause the time that I've invested is infinite. And that's why tried to tell him that it's underground for life, like 6 feet at least. When I preach on these beats, I speak for the beast. Got a devil on my shoulder, all I feed it is sheep. Roll your obituary, read it in weep. In the cemetery like I hit the beach for a week. And all your screams equal up into a symphony. Eventually I'm building till this evil an entity don't pretend to be.
These motherfuckers, I want to say they changed my fucking life, bro. Straight up. I never heard anything as good as, like, Noddies, the Clowns, and Twisted. They're right up there with them niggas. You know, The Almighty is top 3 for me of all time wicked shit. Seriously. Like, excluding the Jokerz cards, just like group albums. Like, yeah, it's up there. Man. Yo. Motherfucking Billy Obey, Joey Black, Lee Carver. All these motherfuckers can rap. Really rap well. I forgot what interview it was. I think Fresh is the Word podcast. Lee Carver said, you got to be an MC before you spit the wicked shit. And all you MySpace era rappers that are still around and motherfucking SoundCloud, take notes. You know, put on your best Jimmy Madrox impression. No, get a pen and pad, write that shit. Fire. I love Zoo. No whack albums at all. I love everything. I'm a Zooligan for life, motherfucker. Straight up. You know, because I'm gonna shoot from the hip right now, yo. If they had the fucking Hatchet Man on, they would have bigger fans. Stupid. They're schooling it the best right now. No one's fucking with them. Nobody.
If you're not fucking with them because of the label they're on, then that's like not fucking with ICP in '97 because they were on fucking Island or Hollywood Records. Like they basically got their own shit they do. So if you're not fucking with them dudes because they're on Magic Ninja, like you're missing out. I don't feel bad for them. I feel bad for you because you're missing out on all the magic, man. Get in on it before it gets too late.
Fire. Wow. Zoo, baby. That's my number 2. Straight up.
Yeah, my number 2 is same as Brandon.
Move it up to the 1 spot then. Keep it in fucking Ohio at the church, motherfucker. Praise Zool, number 1.
I think it was already obvious that my number 1 was going to be Zool as well.
wear a mask cause I'm ugly, and I get to kill the food cause I'm lucky. It doesn't bug me though, matter of fact I enjoy it. Better drawing blood instead of drawing unemployment. I avoided any accidents when I worked in the factory. I'm actually the one that used to kill the cattle seed till they brought in machines and I became obsolete. Oh poor me, pay attention to the suffering. Run, but no will to escape cause you're undone. Another meal on the plate, that's the sound of your fate. You see a human, I see pounds of steak. I don't fully comprehend what I'm doing, I just swing for dead, one swift movement. And the impact is deafening. Say one thing when the police begin questioning.
Aim for the head, it's forever the face. Hit 'em with a sledge, they tie better that way. That's just family. That's just family. Aim for the head, it's forever the face. Hit 'em with a sledge, they tie better that way. Motherfuckers getting away. That's just family. That's just family. They walk away quickly and stare in disgust and gawk. Covered in blood at a highway rest stop. Scouring the roads in sweltering heat. Truck is head in the sack, roadkill on my teeth. My whole goddamn family answers to the beast. Taking off the mask, scratch the scabs underneath. You should pick up hitchhikers. This road is a dead end, you expire. Take the tire iron, now their heads flat. Where they rest at. Ain't found no Google Maps, it's the last place you wanna visit. We love the tourism, turn them all into exhibits. And if you listen, you can hear the screams to the woods and a pile full of dead leaves. Hit your fist to the neck, squeeze. Yo, Bubba, pass the head cheese. Lick my plate, dog dick. One sniff of my supper will make you sick. Aim for the head, it's forever the face. Hit 'em with a sledge, they die better that way. That's just family. That's just family. Aim for the head, it's forever the face. Hit 'em with a sledge, they die better that way. Motherfuckers getting away. That's just family. That's just family.
The song is a story of what we killed for. I was stillborn, but still born. Called me saying and abused to beat me. Kept me in the basement and refused to feed me. Every now and then they toss down a stray animal. So at an early age developed traits of a cannibal. Psychosomatic, erratic as a dope fiend. Evil eyes see everything is protein. Gotta bring some honor back to this family. Dad let me name the axe that he handed me. He told me about how fun the chase is. Bring back the meat but I could keep the faces. My first victims, a couple on a camping trip. While they slept, took my weapon, slammed them in the head with it. Bones being broken, hopeless cries. Watch the souls leave their eyes as they laid there pulverized.
I mean, Mike put it pretty eloquently, man. Like, they're the ones that got me excited about this shit again, man. Because we were hearing a lot of the same type of shit. A lot of the same kind of shit. People were lying, laying back, doing the same old shit that they were getting paid to do. And then Zool came up, smacked the motherfuckers in the face with a throwback to the way the old shit used to be. And they created their own new fan base with old school motherfuckers that had the same kind of ideals. What it was like to be a juggalo in the 90s, man. Like, where, like, because nowadays, somebody's a juggalo, it's like, they're going to steal your shit. Like, juggalos aren't all the same anymore, whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? Like, you always hear about juggalos getting in fights and stupid shit like that. It's like Zooligans, it's a whole new, it's like, Bill even described it as like a uber juggalo. You know what I mean? Like, it's a level up. You know what I'm saying? It's not shit on juggalos. It's the evolution of the fucking juggalo, in my opinion.
Basically, you got juggalos that grew up being juggalos that went on to do the same line of work that ICP did, and everything they seen that was whack about the scene and they didn't like, they made sure they didn't fucking follow in those fucking traps. And to me, man, these dudes have made it like 1998 for me to where I look forward to everything they do. I can't wait to hear this Mikey Clark album. Fucking, I look forward to like TNTs. And another thing is big to me. Like, if I feel like a band is just using their fans for money, no matter how good the music is, it starts sounding bad to me. And I don't like fucking with them bands. These dudes and LLE, just super famous included as well, man. You know that these dudes fucking appreciate your support and they show it to you. They don't do anything wrong. They make this shit feel like 98 to me. And I gotta put them at one. I fucking, no doubt to me that they gotta be at the one spot. Everything they're doing right now, man, they recharge the whole fucking underground. Not a whack record. Not a whack record between On Long Live Evil. Not a single whack record between Funtime or them. And they pay respect to the dudes. Like, they grew up being juggalos. Like, Bill had a full room filled with like ICP posters and fucking wearing Carnival Carnage shirts and shit like that. Like, and they pay respect. Like, they would love to work with the motherfuckers. Like, they were disappointed when they couldn't go to the gathering.
Like,
there's a reason they were playing The Gathering until they were no longer allowed to play The Gathering. Because they're fucking juggalos.
Like, they're not against any of this shit. Like, Bills come out and said, fuck your beef. Like, these motherfuckers love fucking the scene. They love these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, it is disappointing when I hear people be like, you know, oh, I don't fuck with them because they're on M&E. Like, I like those guys. Me and Mike have talked to motherfuckers. Mike knows who I'm talking about. Who are like, I liked them before they signed to M&E, but I don't want to fuck with them now. And it's like, oh, come on, man. Like,
that's my brother right there.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what they're putting together, man, if like I said, I don't even feel bad for Zool that people are sleeping on him. I feel bad for the people that are sleeping on him because you're missing out, man. Like, I've been in this shit for a long fucking time, and it got stale there for a little while, and it got fucking brought back to life for me with Zool and LLE. So they got to be at my one spot, and the shit they're doing, man, like, brought Mikey Clark basically out of retirement. Talk about fucking old school shit right there.
Yeah, that should say something to you. Mikey Clark was hiding, wouldn't work with anybody. But who's he working with now? r.o.c.
Zoo Boys.
That should say something. I think that in itself should say something.
And there's also a lot of artists that juggalos accept and promote the fuck out of and say how much they're down with the juggalo scene and shit that weren't a juggalo until they were paid to be. They weren't at the Gathering until they were paid to be there. Fucking Zool's at the Gathering because they were motherfucking juggalos, so fucking show them some respect.
Bill had been to every single gathering until, obviously, the shit happened, which is crazy. Like, they had...
And I mean, even topping on that, they still even send out, they got so much love for juggalos, they send fucking samplers and shit out to fucking the Gathering. Like, they still fucking make sure that juggalos get hooked up just because they're not allowed there because of association. Fucking Rick the Mo was there, fucking handed that shit out.
Yeah.
Man, Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope said happy birthday to me in 1999. I'll lose my shit. You know, I had my birthday, I got real good and high. Woke up, the nigga Brandon's like, yo, they shut you up, bro. That was a good feeling. Shout out to Zoo for that.
Good old Joe Black. Good old Joe Black was like, hey, I think it's Mike Sears' birthday today.
Billy's like, Mr. Sears, dude. It's truly your birthday today.
That was Joe's right. Joe's not fucking around with us. Happy birthday.
What was so dope is they were like about to go off the air, and Joe like made it a point that he had to get that shit out. They were about to go off the air. He's like, we got to send a birthday shout out to Mike. So you're like, oh shit. That
was dope. That's what I mean. Like,
that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, you feel like you're supporting a homie more than a band or somebody that just looks at you as a fucking cash register. You're supporting a fucking homie.
Facts.
I mean,
Luke can say that for sure. He really knows them niggas.
Yeah.
I mean,
they legit like care about everybody in the fucking scene, man. Like, I've had each of them come up to me individually, like, and talk to me. Like, Carver's came up to me at Camp Zool, was like, bro, you're like the prototypical fucking Zooligan and shit. And I was just like, damn. You know what I mean? It's like getting props from them motherfuckers, like, for really not doing shit. At least I don't feel like I'd really do that much shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, those motherfuckers, they like really fucking... You know what's funny is something happened at camp. I don't really want to say what it was. And I was like, he was like, man, yeah, it's kind of... I was talking to Bill after it happened. He was like, yeah, it's kind of shitty. And I'm like, man, if that really happened, they're not a Zoolian. And he looked at me, he's like, I like the way you think. You know what I'm saying? So they're like really like looking at, you know, they're really trying to build something special, man.
Oh, yeah.
And with Camp Zool 2 coming up, this is the time to get in on the ground floor, man. Really feel that magic. Camp Zool 1 was crazy. Like, hard to even describe it. Camp Zool 2, it's going to be warmer out. It's going to be crazy. 3 nights.
Just like a sequel in a horror movie, bigger, better, and badder than the first one.
Yeah.
got to up the body count.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here,
wait, Mike, number 1.
Oh, right on. We almost skipped Mike. We already talked about his shit. I know what it is.
Nation ahead of time and space. Eshawn Mastermind TNT, RP to TNT.
No, I don't wanna go to
don't need you to tell me who made me. I don't believe you, my thoughts bust. Fuck, who can I trust? What's the fucking purpose if I took a little ride on that church bus? I cuss out the red, bust his eyes out his head. My holy Bible collects dust cause it's never been read. So what is evil, what is not evil? I see you people hate me cause I was stepping your steeple. But oh no, I don't wanna go to church. 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 I don't wanna go. I'm sick in the head, so I tried to kill a priest. But now I'm killing time, I'm in the belly of the beast. No study the Bible, bloody rifle. The disciple of Nodis, Satan. Anticipating, contemplating suicide. Murder riding out the driver. Blood's in my mouth mixed with my saliva. I'm screaming out Jesus Christ, bloody murder crucified. When I close my eyes, got visions of when he died. I don't wanna go to church. I don't wanna go to church. I don't wanna go to church. No, I don't wanna go to church. I don't wanna go to church. I don't wanna go. Motherfuck the Reverend 187. I never seen a church. I never been to church. I never lied church. So what is this sacrilegious motherfucker saying to me? Running around screaming out blasphemy. The Holy Bible burns my hands when I touch it. I can't clutch it, so motherfuck it. I do without it. Simple reasons keep me from saying the Lord's prayers. True for theirs. And fuck them niggas who scared. Who cares? I don't wanna go to church. 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 I don't wanna go to church.
Motherfucking Do You Believe in God, my favorite album in the whole Wicked Shit Underground. Straight the fuck up. With that grimy shit, that fucking worship the devil shit. There you go. You know? I love all the albums, man. Well, the early, you know, the first 5 out of Bonafide classics. Especially fucking, you know, Got Left to Death, but that's kind of some songs that I don't like. But Blasphemy, Do You Believe, Multi, Wicked Worldwide, Bonafide classics, man. And they made some of the best music ever. So yeah, Nod is number 1 for me.
And we begging House of Crazies to remaster shit. That was one of the smartest things like Isham and Nodis did was remaster all that shit.
Box set. Yeah, and it's on streaming.
There you go. Follow note. H-O-K.
Yeah.
That's the way you do that shit.
George.
Dustin. Somebody over there.
Dustin.
Nah.
Yeah, I knew as soon as I pretty much did this, whenever I put this show together, I was like 3-man groups. Before I even thought of Zool, before I even thought of H.O.K., I was like, this is Mike's episode for Nada. So I know number 1. So for sure, no shocker there. Before we get out of here, go ahead and get into 5 questions. Before I figured this might be a short show.
Forgot we were doing those. I got so impassioned talking about Zool, I fucking forgot about the questions.
Looks like, oh shit, I'm gonna blink out like I did that last time. I was talking about fucking holiday desserts.
That sucked, bro. I write them down now. That time I was just like, boom.
Wait, that shit was funny. Mike's like, what you got, Luke?
I was like,
you're like, bro. You sound like fucking Matt Riddle. Question number 1, since we're talking about 3-piece groups, what's your favorite rap group of all time? That's a 3-piece. Start off with Mike, go to Luke, and then I'll finish it up.
I was gonna say I want to pick 3 dudes that they all rap, but I was like, fuck that, I can't, because I can't leave these niggas out, man. Cypress Hill, straight the fuck up. You know,
nice.
Be Real, Sin Dog Muggs.
Hell yeah.
The first 4 albums are flawless, bro. You know, childhood favorites of mine, Cypress Hill, hands down. Love Cypress.
I mean, mine would be Zool, obviously, but like Cypress Hill too. If I had to pick somebody like non-hardcore, it'd probably be Cypress Hill.
DJ Muggs on the beats, woo.
Dope on the foot, like insane in the membrane. Just fucking fire, bro. And actually, I think I really started listening to him like heavy, like when ICP toured with Psycho Realm. I don't know if you guys remember that. Was like,
yeah,
it was like back in '97. That was when I started to like kind of like look into like because I knew Psycho Realm, Cypress Hill. I was like, oh shit, okay. And Insane in the Membrane, that shit was playing on MTV all the fucking time back in the day, bro. So
that's who that was like crazy looking Chicano gangsters that are in the Mo Shots with ICP in '97 are. It's fucking Psycho Realm.
Big Jackin and fucking Big Duke.
Yep.
Some nigga was talking shit about Jamie and they fucked him up. Misery spilled coffee on the dude and all that shit.
Yeah.
So
I remember Misery took the whole thing of coffee and poured it on.
That's gangster.
Crazy shit, man.
Misery was crazy as fuck.
Misery,
we already know that.
He probably spilled the coffee on him as he was stabbing him with a box cutter. For me, man, it goes back to probably the first rap group I ever really dug, Run DMC.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably the first group I got into all the way up until like Snoop and Dre up in like the Chronic and Doggy Style time. Like my favorite rap group is Run DMC, so I'll put that.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one.
Fucking DMC, my favorite.
Yeah.
Take the head off the devil and I throw it at you. It's just hard, bro.
Question number 2. What about 3-man rock groups?
Man, that's a good one for me because I like a lot of them.
Yeah, there was a lot more than I thought whenever I first was putting the question together. I was like, well, there's only one that come to mind immediately. And then I started looking at the list of like best 3-man groups. Fuck, there was like 12 I could have picked from.
I could say Nirvana. You know, I could say Rush. But I'm going with fucking Motorhead, bro. OG Motorhead. Filthy Phil, Animal Taylor, Fassity Clock, and Lemmy.
Fuck yeah.
Remind me dirty fucking rock music. You want to sip some fucking Jack Daniels and Coke and watch strippers, you know what I'm saying? Do it fucking real.
Yeah.
You know? That's good shit, right? I love Motorhead to death. All the fucking Iron Fist, Ace of Spades, Overkill, my favorite album.
Yeah.
Bomber. I fucking love Motorhead, so yeah. Gotta be Motorhead, bro. Come on.
Yeah, Motorhead was mine too. I was like, I had to look it up real quick, and I was like, yeah, Motorhead. This one's fucking easy, bro.
Dirty rock music right there.
Yeah.
Filthy shit.
It was almost punk. In a way, man. Like,
yeah, the punk niggas love them. The metalheads love them.
Yeah.
No in between with them, you know?
I know Lemmy and Whipstick would definitely get along.
Jeez.
For me, it's Nirvana, one of my all-time favorite groups.
Yeah,
Other than Alice in Chains are my favorite rock group. So I got Nirvana as my favorite 3-piece rock band. Moving on to question number 3 about wrestling stables. What's your favorite 3-man wrestling stable?
I mean, technically, they didn't last long as a 3-man stable because it got stupid. But I got to go NWO, New World Order, baby. Hollywood Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. Like, everyone remembers Bash at the Beach 96. Come on, it's iconic, you know?
Change the game.
Yeah.
And for a while, they were just running rampant. They were jumping niggas, spray painting NWO in their back. You know what I'm saying?
Shit dope.
Yeah.
And people like kind of sleep on it now, just how shocking it was that Hollywood Hogan was up heel all of a sudden. Like Hulk Hogan had never, I mean, you could see it in the ring. People were just throwing their drinks and lighting them up with drinks. I'd never seen that before. People were so pissed at this dude that they've spent like their childhood growing up watching. Told him he told the fans to stick it was the big thing that he fucking said in that interview, man. They started just lighting all 3 of them and Mean Gene up with fucking drinks and batteries and coins, anything they could fucking throw.
Yeah. The greatest heel turn in pro wrestling history.
I remember that night. I was 11 years old. I remember that night. I was sitting on the floor watching my uncle. I remember that shit. Like it was yesterday. Yeah.
Yep, I remember me and my cousin, I got the pay-per-view. Like, we didn't get pay-per-views very much, but this one was so big to finding out who was going to be that third member. I even remember calling the Mean Gene hotline, like 1-900-909-9900 or whatever, and trying to, and he would be like, he was telling you all the people that weren't signed to WCW that were in the backstage area during fucking Bash at the Beach, just making shit up just so people would call. But yeah, that shit would change the whole game. So yeah, I can see that being on there for sure.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I had NWO, but there was also the Jersey Triad, which was DDP, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Chris Kanyon, which is pretty fucking. That's a pretty fucking good trio right there.
In the WCW days.
Yeah. But it was always funny when Chris Kanyon was pretending to be DDP and like diamond cutting everybody. I don't know if you guys are fucking remember that shit. It was hilarious.
Kanyon that too, flat.
Positively Canyon or whatever he's calling himself. Yeah, that shit was dope. He's an awesome wrestler, man. Innovative as fuck. For me, I'll keep it with the NWO, but I'm gonna switch it up to the fucking red guys, the Wolfpack, man. 6 Pac, Scott Hall, and Nash. they were always so dope because I remember Nash even telling Hogan he couldn't do that. He was like, "Why do you keep throwing up our sign, motherfucker? You're not in the Wolfpack."
Oh, shit.
So that's why Hogan stopped doing that shit, because that shit was supposed to just be fucking Nash, Hall, and Six only, and like they got into beef over that. I always dug those three motherfuckers, man. They were like always coming out like funny as fuck on the mic. They would talk about weed and shit. They would make weed references. They would show up drunk, man, like Scott Hall's doing the fucking drunk thing. But just the fucking dopeness of that thing. I mean, we do it to close our fucking show. It's so fucking dope, man. It was a carryover from the Click. So it was a shout out to like Shawn and Triple H still stuck in WWF. So Wolfpack for me, not the shitty like Lex Luger Sting version of it, just the version that's got Hall, Nash, and Six Pac.
Yeah, see, I always liked Wolfpack more back then because like NWO were like the villains. I've talked about this before. When I was a kid, I hated heels. Heels.
Luke was a huge mark.
Well, I was like 11, 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I
me and Mike was still talking about work rate at 11.
Yeah. So I liked Wolfpack because they were like the anti-hero. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was way more palatable. And I liked all the I even liked fucking Conan back then when Conan joined Wolfpack and shit. Like, I love that fucking shit.
I always marked out for Conan's rolling lariat. I thought that was dope as shit. And that cradle DDT he would do, that shit looked fucking brutal.
You know, he'd always come out, he'd like grab it in shorts. Arriba la raza! Like, that shit was fucking great, bro.
He said something like, we bowdy bout it and rowdy or some shit.
Rowdy. Let me speak on this. Nigga had the earrings jingling and shit.
Yeah. Shit was dope.
Just go along with the Wolfpack pick. I was at the, when was it? May 98 WCW Nitro. And it was whenever they had first offered Sting the red Wolfpack shirt. And they handed it to him. And he's like looking at it. He don't put it on or nothing. And Nitro actually went off the air. But for all the people that was there, he put the fucking shirt on and joined. So me and my homies all knew a week before he joined on fucking Nitro on the actual television show that he joined. So that was fucking super dope. That was the best thing to happen on that entire fucking Nitro, because like Evansville's like a sea town. Hogan wasn't there, Flair wasn't there, nobody wasn't there. The only good match was Booker T and Benoit best of 7. Other than that, it was just all like WCW worldwide guys. But we did get to see Sting turn a fucking week in advance. I guess they basically turned him to see how the fans were going to react live before doing it on television. And the fans marked the fuck out because NWO Wolfpack was huge then, man. Like that song, they just gotten that fucking song. Everybody dug that song. So yeah.
That reminds me of like probably my favorite NWO moment was DDP coming out. They give DDP the shirt. He puts that motherfucker on, shakes Scott Hall's hand. Ooh, boom, diamond cutter.
Oh yeah,
that shit's so dope. And then he runs out in the crowd and rips the shirt off, throws the DDP. Bro. That was when crowds went crazy, man. Like there'll never be another pop like that in wrestling again, like back then, man.
No, I didn't like about the split. I think Hall should have stood with the Wolfpack, and Macho Man should have went with fucking Hogan. It always bothered me that Hall and Nash were broken up. Always fucking bothered me.
Yeah, Hall's calling himself like the lone wolf, wearing like just the white gear. Yeah, I didn't dig that. It's like seeing the Hardy Boys fucking fight. Like they've always tried to break up the Hardy Boys and have them have matches. I don't want to see the Hardy Boys have matches. Like they're fucking a tag team.
Stupid.
Moving on. Question number 4. What's your favorite third movie in a series? So basically, any series that went up to 3 or more, what's your favorite movie from it?
Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors.
Yeah, Dream Warriors. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Oh, what a rush! Where the Hulk got that shit from?
Oh, what a rush!
You know,
well,
prime time, bitch.
Yeah. Fuck! I love fucking Robert Englund as fucking Freddy Krueger. It's fucking hilarious. My number 3 is also a horror movie. Friday the 13th, Part 3. One of my fucking favorites. It's when he gets the mask. It's when he gets the iconic hockey mask. It's just a fucking classic. It's in 3D, kind of.
The fucking yo-yo and shit.
Yeah, the yo-yo. It's really fucking good. Like, it's out of the whole series, it's probably one of my favorites.
The kills are crazy, bro.
Yeah. It's so fucking good. Shoots the little dart thing, hits a person right in the fucking eyeball. Yeah.
I think that's the first kill with his mask is the whenever he shoots the fucking arrow at the chick that dropped the billfold in the lake.
Yeah.
Definitely iconic because, like you said, he gets his mask for the first time, and it's like the prototypical like what every other horror movie went off of writing their script. I mean, you had the stoner dude, you had the chick that would pull titties out.
You had the Tommy Chong, knockoff.
Straight up.
And then you had Shelly, who was the fat jokester guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prankster.
Yeah, prankster.
Had the motorcycle gang. I always thought that was dope. He runs over the motorcycle there. Straight up, Jason did, but she's swinging on that fucking rope swing, and then she don't swing back.
Yeah, that motorcycle scene always reminds me of Pee Wee Herman. When Pee Wee Herman goes, "Oops," and he knocks over all the I don't know. You've probably never seen the movie, but
I have seen. I've seen Pee Wee.
He knocks over all the fucking motorcycles.
Straight up,
and they all come out like, "Get up!" Fucking great.
It's like Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. I've seen that when I was like 8, probably.
It's such a classic.
I was gonna go Friday the 13th Part 3 because, like I said, it's fucking iconic. Yeah. But the other one I had was Return of the Jedi.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I always thought fucking Jabba the Hutt was just a gangsta ass motherfucker, man. I'm a mark for heels in that in like movies. So Darth Vader and fuck Jabba and the Emperor all on there. Like sign me up for that. So I'll go Return of the Jedi.
Halloween 3 is really fucking good too. Silver Shamrock, all the fucking masks.
When I was a kid, I was like, that movie grew on me. I love it now.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
Moving on to question number 5. Wrap it up here. Best triple threat match ever in wrestling.
Let's go to King of the Ring 2001. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho. Great. Love that. Yeah. That's a good one. Yep.
All in their prime, fighting for a top spot. So like you don't get that kind of effort today.
Back when Austin would change his knee braces to different colors, they were white in that match. Great match.
All right, mine's from WrestleMania X7 or WrestleMania 17. Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys.
That's a good one.
That's number 2 for me.
Classic spear. Oh my fucking god, bro!
You even know what the nigga was wearing? He had the purple tights. Edge.
Yeah,
it's classic.
That spear is fucking legendary, bro. Classic match.
Yeah, we talk about NWO changing the game. Those ladder matches changed the game too. Sure. Those early ladder matches that involved Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, and Dudley Boys, man, those were the main attractions other than the main event for me. Whenever I was buying like a WrestleMania, like it was that ladder match and then like the main event that I was paying for. It wasn't semi-main events and the Intercontinental Champions, man. It was that ladder match and that fucking like Stone Cold match.
Classic shit.
Got a different one, even though those were 2 fucking dope ones that I could have at my spot. I'm gonna go all the way back to WrestleMania 20. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit. It's one of my top 5 matches ever, so it's got to be my top triple threat of all time. That match is so crisp. I was an independent wrestler, and I know how fucking bad it sucks to have a fucking triple threat match. It's hard to have a fucking triple threat match unless you just throw one dude out of the ring the whole time and then 2 dudes work. There wasn't none of that shit in this fucking match, man. They had spots for everything. It was crisp. It didn't look like it was fucking fake or staged or went over. And 3 of the best workers in the business, especially HBK and Benoit, 2 of my fucking top 5 ever. So I'll put that on the list. Benoit won the title in that night, so it ended the fucking night with Benoit and Guerrero going out as champs.
Yeah, the other one I would say is Randy Orton, Batista, and Daniel Bryan. That's another fucking really good one. WrestleMania, 30?
I think so.
Yeah.
The other one I was thinking of is from TNA, early TNA days. It was AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe. It really put that whole company on the fucking map whenever they did that. So that's another honorable mention I'll put on there. Pretty fun trip. Talking about top 3 piece groups ever. I knew the number ones. I knew number 1 for Luke was going to be Zool. Number 1 for Mike was going to be Nodis. Mine might have been the only one that was a little bit of in question, but no question for me. Zool at the top spot, Nodis at number 1 for Mike, Zool at the top spot for Luke. Till next week when we join you, I want to remind you every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Fago Lovers Network, you can find a brand new edition of 5 Piece. Tune in, jump in the chat. Say what's up. If you think we snubbed anybody, drop it in the comments. Until next time, I'm the Jokerz Gallery, and we out this motherfucker.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Every day I die.
Back to the start, another try.
I got the time, so why shouldn't I? Every day I die.
Back to the start, another try.
I got the time, so why shouldn't I?
I've got too much time on my hands. Got too much